Got it. Hey.
Welcome to another episode. On today's episode, alongside co-host Bianca Léger, live in person, we interview a laughing yoga facilitator, online and in person, an inner child consultant, a songwriter, a musician, a Wim Hof enthusiast, and a father on a mission to raise the vibration of humanity and send peace, love, and happiness to the universe. His laughing yoga musical was just released online and is available for you to listen now on Spotify under Barefoot Tim. Welcome back to the Winner Circle. We had you on episode 34. Welcome back to the Winner Circle, Tim Barlow.
All right.
Woo!
Welcome, Tim.
Last time we connected, Tim, you just moved out to a cabin on the hill where life was a lot simpler for you.
Is that a quote?
No, I don't know if that's. Yeah, I think that is actually a quote.
Oh, I like that. That's good.
Can confirm. Yes.
She can confirm.
Yes.
And we were in the midst of a pandemic. We last talked in December 2020.
Dark time.
What have you been up to? And that almost 2 years now since we last connected online.
I can't believe it's been 2 years. It's crazy. Yeah, like you said, I've released a laughing yoga musical. I've definitely been allowed to laugh again. So with COVID, you weren't allowed to laugh or sing. So last time I spoke to you, it was pretty dark times, I think. I came across as a very dark, sad person.
I wouldn't say that. No.
No.
Your first podcast, and no, that's not how I would describe you.
How would you describe him?
Well, you had this awesome background of that tent where you were doing the laughing yoga at the IMAX festival. So right away, it kind of it's not the gloomiest of vibes. It's a rainbow tent behind you with people laughing, and
that's
you're
good.
Through all, I mean, in the condition I was seeing you there with that first podcast on Welcome to the Winner Circle. Yeah.
Okay, well, because there's no Tim and Optimist, right? So
there's Tim and
Optimist.
So we'll add some. Oh no, they don't work. My ears don't work with my background. Okay, I'm gonna take my background off because it ruins my fun.
Yeah, let's see what it looks. Oh, I like that. We like that. So we're excited for an hour of laughter. But since we last connected in December 2020, you moved. What else? You released your laughing yoga musical. Tell us about that.
Yeah. So obviously I have a love of music and a love of laughing. So things. We were allowed to laugh and do music again, so I've brought them together, and I started writing laughing songs. So these are songs based around the theory of laughing yoga, and I wrote so many it turned into a whole album's worth, and I was like, well, this is kind of like a musical. So now I'm in the midst of applying to the Fringe Festival circuit to perform a one-man, well, it might not be a one-man show, but a laughing yoga musical. So I'm writing a script and I'm applying to the Fringe Festival at the moment. So wouldn't that be amazing?
Yeah, keep us in the know. I'd love to come join you there, whether that on the stage or in the audience. But I want to be a part of that. And you started at the Fringe Festival a while back with your son Sebastian for dad and kid, right? Or kid and dad.
So when my son was 5, he was on stage with me at the Fringe Festival and we were singing kid songs. So phenomenal. Yeah, one experience for him and for me. So it's good to be able to do things with him. So we played Canada Day together. He was on the drums this time, and we've got a few busking gigs coming up, and he's writing his own songs now and doing his own covers, and he'll be performing by himself. So otherwise I've been doing laughing yoga sessions, mental health conferences, just helping people find joy. and get over the stigma of mental health issues, which it wasn't on my radar when I started doing laughing yoga, the whole mental health thing, but as I do more and more, I kind of realized, this is real, and laughing is one of many ways that people can be helped through mental health. So just walking around with big ears really helps people, I find.
You touched them earlier, and I was trying to figure out if they were actually there, or if it was a special effect.
They're real.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, they are real. It's like these, right? So you can buy giant things. You can buy giant things in joke shops, right? So one of the ways to make people happy in life is to like make them turn their heads. So if you're kind of walking down the street with big ears, like people, like, they don't know whether it's real or not anymore, because people have filters on their phones, right? So they like, was that real? Did I see that, or was that just my imagination playing on me? And like, it can be as stupid as big glasses like these, or you could wear odd color socks, right? If you just have odd socks on, people are like, something's not right about that matrix. The matrix, it's breaking the matrix. That's the word. Like, it's turning people's heads. Like, wear your cap like you wouldn't normally wear your cap, Derek. So if you wore it to the side, there you go. People are like, whoa.
It's destabilizing.
Yeah, destabilize the matrix. Derek's different today. There's something about him that's changed. And he's smiling.
I like it.
I feel silly with my cap like this. I'm wanting to reshuffle it. I don't know.
So that's your brain, right? It's going, it's not right. It's not what I'm used to. Like, but like, if you can, the more you play with yourself, the better you feel.
Yeah. So is that kind of what it's like when you do those like events in more serious realms, let's say? It's kind of like breaking the pattern a little bit.
So the last one I turned up was Dr. Happy. So I make, in my spare time, I make hats. So I have hats like this, and let me see, I'll turn it on. So I'm at, if this works.
Oh, nice. Oh my God. It shoots bubbles.
So it's a bubble hat, right? So like you walk around this conference like this, people are like, whoa, he's got bubbles coming out of his head. How's that working?
That's amazing. Wow.
So, Tim, talk to us about the difference between teaching your laughing yoga at a festival like I Am Festival, where everyone is very heart open and ready for that, versus in a corporate setting where people are working their 9-to-5 jobs or button up shirts and they're a bit more robotic.
People are more reserved. They're like, they're scared of what people think when they laugh, right? So what I teach is intentional laughter. So this is laughter that you're tricking your body to laugh. You're not laughing at anything. You're not laughing at anyone. You're just laughing for the sake of the benefits of laughter. So what I find is there's people that have been hiding their true self, their true child. And when you're in these corporate events, there's often one or two people that really shine. And everyone else is like, I didn't realize that person was in you. Like, was it the Office of Finance? Like one of the government offices I taught that, I presented it. There was a group of ladies and there was one woman and she had the most amazing laugh. She was like so quiet around everyone else, but during the laughing exercises she was laughing and she was triggering everyone else. And after on the way out of the building, one of their other colleagues came up to me and said, that was amazing, that we've never heard that person talk, let alone like interact with us. And she had the most infectious, amazing laugh. And it was just beautiful for her. Like people were talking to her now. People we'll have something to talk to her about. Like, yeah, it was amazing. So yeah.
From your work, what holds people back from expressing that inner child and just letting loose?
Yeah, it's society's, it frowns upon laughter, right? So if you laugh and walk into a hospital, what do people think of you? Do they think you're happy, or do they think you're crazy? Right?
Yeah.
Society thinks people are crazy that laugh.
Yeah, not even laugh, smiling. Like I feel like if you walk around smiling, people are like, what's wrong?
Yeah, are you a creep? Why are you smiling at me? Like, do you know me? No, I'm just spreading my vibration. Like, yeah. But yeah, that's one of the big things. Yeah, there's certain things you can do to be happier, and one of the things is smile, because people do smile back, right? Yeah. So you can buy toys like these. You can, you can smile. You have big eyes. Big eyes is really important. Like, if you just smile, but if you make your eyes big and smile, you've got a full face smile now. It's definitely a different kind of smile. But yeah, I teach people big eye smiles. Like if you're doing photo shoots, like you have to have big eyes, else everyone's like this, right?
That's so weird. Okay, so I picture like a group of people with really big eyes smiling and laughing together. What is the impact, like the difference with those people after a session in like a more corporate setting? Do you feel like the energy is completely different when they leave?
Oh yes, yeah. So like it's like with exercise or any kind of aerobic activity, like you feel energized, right? Like we've all felt like we could do an exercise now, and then you could tell me how you feel afterwards. Maybe we could do that.
Sure.
So
yeah, I've experienced your laughing yoga class. Bianca has not, so this is a good dynamic.
Okay. Yeah. So this is a simple exercise called count to 10, right? And we're just gonna go ha, and then you're gonna repeat after me, and we're gonna count to 10, right? So we go ha,
Ha,
ha ha,
ha ha,
ha ha ha,
ha ha ha,
ha 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 ha,
ha 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 ha,
ha 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 ha,
ha 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 ha,
ha 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 ha,
ha 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 ha
ha
ha,
ha 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 ha,
Sweet.
So like you can feel your face gets a bit more looser, and you'll start taking in more oxygen, and you'll just feel a bit more like alive. And you need to breathe a lot. You need to sigh it out, right?
So for those that haven't listened to our first episode, you just want to give a brief history on what brought you to laughing yoga, how that came into your reality.
Yeah. So it's like where we met at the I Am Festival. So I don't know if everyone's probably heard about the I Am Festival on these podcasts, but it was a health and wellness camp in Toulon, Manitoba, and lots of health. I call them mental health advocates all meet up. Spiritual people meet up and have a weekend camping and learning different modalities of wellness therapies. And one of the hosts, Maurice, he also ran an event called what's it called? Manic Mondays? No, what was it?
Mondays.
Motivational Mondays. No, the Manic Mondays is a song by Belinda Carlisle. And one of the speakers there, Sophia Love, talked about how laughing yoga changed her life. And she was a mother of 4, working in a supermarket, and one of her friends asked her out for the evening and said, "Oh, you need a break from your kids. You come with me to a laughing yoga event." And she said she hadn't laughed, and she had a good time, laughed all evening, went home, and then actually broke down crying because she realized she hadn't laughed in so long. And just a light bulb went off in my head, and I was like, I need to find out what laughing yoga is. And I followed this journey through the internet and kind of made my own version of laughing yoga because there was nothing in Winnipeg at the time. And yeah, I learned the exercises that you have to do, and I practiced them on my family, and they're like, whoa, what is this, Dad? What are you doing? What are you doing to us? This is crazy. And at the time I had a 6-year-old daughter, and we just spent a lot of time together doing exercises, laughing, jumping in puddles, learning all the things you do as a child, right? Climbing on like doing monkey bars, like going down slides. And yeah, it's kind of spiraled from that. And now I'm leading groups in laughing wellness.
Yeah, and you're reducing the mental health stigma. Let's talk about that. Talk to us about what you're seeing out there in terms of mental health and the stigma behind it.
Well, yeah. So as you know, it's yeah, with COVID, everyone was shut down. Everyone was people they got into a bad place where people were interacting with people. People were scared of like being around other people, being taught that fear rules almost. But my wife, she suffers from chronic fatigue syndrome. So I don't know if I talked about this before.
No.
Yeah. So she gets very tired, and we didn't know why she was getting tired at all. So there was this journey we've been on for the last 4 or 5 years, trying to work out what's wrong with her. So we've like, if you look up CFS, everyone talks about thyroid, adrenals, depression. Like there's a whole like cacophony of things that could be wrong with you. But with the condition she has, you actually rule everything out to get diagnosed. So she has a disorder that science can't pigeonhole. They can't say this is what it is. So part of my journey with laughing yoga was I was looking through health therapies to find something to help her, and I stumbled upon laughing yoga, and it fitted with me, and I try it with her. I try it at home with her, but she's tired, and she gets quite irritated with me laughing. But like she understands, like I'm there, like come on, just laugh with me, clap clap clap, happy, sing sing sing. But she's very tired, and people have different resistances to different therapies. And so yeah, she's been doing a lot of spiritual work. I've been doing a lot of spiritual work to kind of accept it as well, and we're in that stage of acceptance at the moment for that. But the mental health stigma out there, there's so many people going through so many things, like anxiety and depression is the big one, right? So yeah.
Wow. That must be quite challenging, and it's true, we don't always talk about it, but we're all going through our own emotions. I'm curious, with the people that you practice the laughing yoga, and maybe we'll come back to this aspect of your lifestyle, but the people who experience resistance with it, do you find that it works, the laughing yoga? Like people who feel like why am I doing it, and they have their mind going, and maybe they're judging the exercise. Does it still work in your experience?
It's like totally, like they might not look invested. So it's fair. I was doing a group with I was working with the seniors group recently in Yorkton, and someone came up to me afterwards, and there was this guy, he was in the corner, he just didn't look like he was enjoying it all evening, and he was just sat there. It was like, and like as a presenter, there's always, if you've noticed someone that's like Derek, you've probably done sessions with people, and there's someone in the corner that's sitting there and they're on their phone or they're scribbling and they're like, don't look like they're paying attention. But as I was leaving the room after the session, he came up to me like purposely. He was like, thank you from the bottom of my heart. That was amazing. It was so good to hear the laughing. It was so good to feel everyone's energy today. And I haven't heard laughter like that in a long time. So like, yeah, he wasn't participating, but he was affected by the vibrations. So
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. So that is powerful, just to witness it, just to see like that possibility out there. It's kind of like that thing you said, that we live in a society where we don't always feel into the permission we have to be happy. Like it's not the mainstream thing.
Right.
But at least that person gets to see it, and then you get to feel it off of others who are able to tap into that just joy of being and feeling into the comedic aspect of being human and being able to laugh through experiences.
So that's another. So with like object, you can use objects to laugh. On Spotify there's lots of laughing tracks. So if you're ever feeling down, you can go on Spotify and just searching laughing sound clips, and there's 3 minutes of laughter, and like you put that on in a room and it just makes you feel better. Like you don't have to go to a laughing yoga session to do it. You can be at home with a laughing track. It makes you like, it's amazing how your mood changes with sound, right? Like we all know with music, you put Radiohead on, like, and they play a lot of minor chords, and you'll get a certain way of being. You put like, I don't know, dance music on, and your body starts moving by itself. Like, it's just, you put laughing on, it'll improve your mood. It's crazy. Our bodies are wired to help us. Like we just have to be open to using.
They could also put on your laughing yoga musical, and maybe we could give them a sample. Is there a favorite song from that album you could play for us and everyone listening?
Yeah, we could do a song together. Who's the best beatboxer? Is anyone either of you a beatboxer? Like,
not really, not me.
Did you go? Can any of you do that? Okay, you're gonna do that, and then Bianca, you're gonna repeat after me. Okay, so you go singing ha 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 ha. Then you're gonna go singing ho 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 ho.
Sing it ho ho oh oh.
Singing he 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 he.
Singing he he he.
I'm a right plonker.
I'm a right plonker.
Singing ha 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 ha.
Singing ha 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 ha.
Singing ho 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 ho.
Singing oh 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 oh.
Singing he 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 he.
Singing he he.
I'm a right plonker.
I'm a right plonker.
I'm a Willy Wonka.
I'm a Willy Wonka.
Let's go bonkers.
Let's go bonkers.
Let's go bonkers.
Let's go bonkers. Heck yeah. I love it. I don't use these expressions all the time. Let's go bonkers. I need to add that to my vocabulary. I like it. Let's go bonkers.
What does that mean? Go bonkers in your
crazy. Go crazy. Yeah, so that song's called I'm a Right Plonker. So a plonker is someone that's like a bit of an idiot.
Oh.
I'm a right plonker. Yeah.
I'm a right plonker.
I didn't know that word. Okay.
I'm a right plonker.
Well, it comes from your home country. You're from England, correct?
Precisely, yeah.
So some different vocabulary there. I like that as additions to your songs, the unique spin. You also just released a new album on Spotify called Moons Ago. And one of my favorite songs on there is the Heartbeat song. Can you maybe talk to us about that and share a bit of that?
Yeah, I could play a little bit of that. So the premise of this, so this came from there's a laughing online university. So there's a guy that he trains people to do laughing yoga. So that's where I've learned a lot of the material that I teach. And on one of his podcasts or Zoom calls that we were doing, he talked about having your own feedback loop. Your body's got its own feedback loop. And one way you can calm yourself down is to listen to your heartbeat. So he said, like, if you have one of these, if you have like a stethoscope, right? Like, because we all have stethoscopes, right? Like you could ask for one for Christmas, like a real one. It'd be a really good present for yourself. But if you put that on and listen to your own heartbeat, that will instantly calm you down. And it's apparently the best meditation is just to listen to yourself. And like, you'll go into a really good meditation, and I don't know, you just be really in tune with yourself. So I took the idea of that and I was like, well, that would make a good song. Yeah. So I grabbed my guitar here. And I have to remember how to play it because you put me on the spot now, Derek. I don't play guitar very often. Let's see if I can do this. All right, this is. If you find it hard to sleep, close your eyes and breathe in deep. Listen to your heartbeat song. Listen to your heartbeat. Listen to your heartbeat song. So it's kind of nice if you close your eyes and breathe in and feel your heart. If you really need some love, or you feel like you've just given up, listen to your heartbeat song. Listen to your heartbeat, listen to your heartbeat song. It's behind everything you feel. The silent beat makes you for real. Listen to your heartbeat song. Listen to your heartbeat, listen to your heartbeat song. And it shouldn't come as a surprise. It feeds a mantra to the mind. Listen to your heartbeat song. Listen to your heartbeat song. Listen to your heartbeat song. Listen to your heartbeat. Listen to your heartbeat song.
Wow. I know what I'm asking for Christmas. I know what I'm gonna
So get a stethoscope. How do you say it? Stethoscope. Stethoscope.
I like all of these variants. They all work in my book.
A stethoscope.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. And then you could listen to someone else's heartbeat, right? And that you'd really connect with them. Like, I don't know. One of the things I did at the Iron Festival that was was probably one of the most amazing experiences was the Buddhist dyad. So that was the eye gazing thing. I think if you did that paired with the heartbeat, like, you'd really connect with that person. It would be like, whoa, I'm in love with you.
Yeah. So explain the Buddhist dyad. So like it's just an eye gaze, or what else?
Yes. So you do a meditation, and then you sit opposite the person you're with, and you lock eyes, and you basically ask them a question. So you say, "Tell me who you are," and the other person starts free flowing everything they are. So I am the wind, I am the universe, I am water, I am air, I am part of this world, everything, until they can't think of anything else to say. And then the person that's gazing in their eyes goes, "Thank you," and they just thank you. So they're just there as the observer. They're listening to them, they're observing them. And then the roles reverse, and the person goes, "Tell me who you are." And then they start saying, "I am Tim. I am feeling love. I'm on this planet. I am in this place with you. I share my aura with you." Like, and then when you finish, you say, "Thank you." You have that kind of moment of pause, and you just constant eye gazing. And by the end of it, you realize that you're the same person, and we're all in the same universe together, and we're energy flowing backwards and forwards. So the Buddhists, apparently they do this for like days upon time.
Yeah.
So like there's accounts of Buddhists, they're running around like, "I am a chicken, I am a chicken," and he's running around the room, "I am a chicken, I am a chicken," and they haven't eaten for like hours, like, and they kind of, you get into this amazing spiral. But if you just do it with someone, the connection you get with this stranger is phenomenal. Yeah. Yeah.
Beautiful. What have been some other really amazing exercises that have been unanimously loved by your participants, whether that be the participants of the I Am Festival or the senior citizens or the corporate retreats? What have been some commonalities in terms of the exercises that have really resounded with everyone?
Yeah, so I have some good like breathing exercises. So like you're a master of breathing exercises, Derek, and yoga exercises. So like even as simple as like if you're doing like a stretch, so if we put our arms up, there we go, and breathe in and then breathe out as we pull our arms down, right? If we replace the breathing in with a big breathe in instead of a small breathe in, and replace the breathing out with a laughing sound,
okay,
like you just feel better than just breathing, right? So you can breathe in, and then breathe out with a and then repeat that. Breathe in and then breathe out with So I think the smallest, simplest ones are the best ones, to be honest, because they're the ones that people feel comfortable doing. Like we have one called the flower breath, where you hold your face like a flower. So these are your petals. So if you grab your face, Bianca, there you go. Yeah, and just caress your face because you love yourself. There we go. Oh, it feels good. Or squeeze your face. Yeah. Yeah. So these are our petals. So if we breathe in, our petals go out, right? And breathe in, our petals come in. And breathe out, our petals go out. And breathe in, our petals come in. And breathe out. This time we blow a little kiss. And then it's the double kiss. So yeah, anything to take your mind off real life, right? It's just so good. So I'm not just doing a breathing exercise. I'm a flower surrounded by other flowers, and yeah, just feel great.
Yeah, it's great for like pattern breaking, it seems, to kind of get the energy moving, get us stuck of certain moods.
Yeah.
So That's cool. It's like a mood upgrade.
When you feel yourself getting stuck, Tim, what does that look like to get you out of that rut?
Yeah, so I'll purposely laugh. Like, and my kids they've picked up on this. So my daughter, she like when she gets hurt, she laughs. It's weird. Like a lot of kids cry, but she'll start laughing. So I'm like, she's okay. I know she's okay because she's laughing, and other parents, well, she just fell off a swing. Yeah, so like if you can purposely laugh, your body will support you after 30 seconds of laughing. So and you'll get the benefits of that. So you'll reduce pain from laughing. I have a tree that I go to. Did I talk about this on the last episode?
Yeah, where you give it a hug. Yeah, but this is a quick story, so share it again, please.
Yeah. So I have obviously I'm from England, so a lot of family are abroad. And then I have a lot of friends that aren't close to me. So I found that I needed to find a way to communicate with them or send my love to them. So I actually connected with trees, and I find that they're really good antennas for sending out positive energy. So when I'm hugging the tree, I really feel like when I'm sending out positive vibrations or think about the ones I love, the branches are all acting as like an antenna that push the love out to the universe and then can direct to them. So I have a tree that I go to when I'm feeling down. I'll go to that tree and I'll hug it and I'll think about what I need to think about, and I'll put it out to the universe and just thank the universe for everything that it gives me back for doing that. Yeah.
That's powerful. I love that practice. I also love spending time with trees, and I love that, like that feeling of connection with everything when you go out there. And I think it's really amazing for anybody who hears this, like a little reminder, like you can connect that way with everybody, and everything that you can think of, it can actually travel through all sources of life around us, in nature and roots and the mycelium structure of the mushrooms under the earth, everything, all the messages we need to receive, they can be carried from one end of the globe to the other, just like that.
Yeah. So one of the things that I like is, I don't know if you've heard about quantum entanglement.
Yeah.
So that's where like the atom, there can be an atom on one side of the world that's affected by another atom, and they've just proved, someone got the Nobel Physics Prize for proving that it actually exists. So there's some people that use machines to heal people from far off distances, and they use the theory of quantum entanglement to do it. So I have got a little Rife machine that heals people through frequencies, and you can put their DNA, you can put someone's DNA into this machine and heal them from distance through quantum entanglement, which sounds absolutely bonkers.
Yeah, but it's like you and I, all of us connecting right now on this platform, and we feel each other's energy like that, even though we are in one living room and you're in a different space.
Yeah, this is energy, right? Energy.
Yeah, it travels just like that. And it's nice to be aware of it, because it also reminds us that whatever happens in the privacy of our space, like when the cameras are not turned on, when we're alone, or when we're not surrounded by other people, that what we do still has an impact, and it still resounds, because there are these new scientific discoveries that are, discoveries, because it's been going on since the beginning, but now we're aware, at least, that what happens in one place is replicated elsewhere. There's the concept of morphic resonance that is kind of similar to that as well, quantum entanglement, and it just supports that, knowing that what happens in one place is replicated elsewhere, because life is just that. It separates itself in two and it regenerates. And so somebody who is laughing in one place with you, it has an impact. It really does.
Yeah.
Whether it's recorded or not. And I don't know, with this podcast, and if people tune in and listen, there's this amplification of the sound echoing, but still the connection with all of us is already here. It's already existing, and it's already creating a ripple effect.
Yeah.
And that's also something that you inspired, Tim, talking about ripples, because last time at the last I Am Festival, that was my first experience there.
And I was there too. Apparently.
You were. And we finished the whole festival with closing the festival with your song that was called
Ripples in Time.
Ripples in Time.
Yeah.
And it was just about that, how what we do in one space and time, it echoes and it has this ripple effect on all things. So you really were present. Your spirit was fully present with all of us at that festival. So great value here.
Beautiful. It's beautiful. You're gonna make me cry.
So talk to us a bit about that song, Ripples in Time. What inspired that? And maybe if we could get a little sample of that one.
Yeah. So yeah, it was that exact the concept or thought is that you can affect people through positive, or the vibrations, positive or negative, I guess, from afar, and sending ripples through the universe. And one of the ways I do that is through song. So I turn my vibrations into a song to do it. And I played it around the campfire at Ripples Inside at the Iron Festival, and people started singing along, and some people started doing their crazy dances, and then they asked me to play it again, and they asked me to play it again. And the next night they're like, "Can you play that song again?" And I was like, yes. And then at the end of the festival, I went into the teepee and played it by myself, and had a good end of festival crying session. And yeah, it was good. Yeah.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we talked about how you get yourself out of moods, but I kind of had this question because there's this thing about coherence and wanting to be coherent with the experience that we feel within ourselves and how we express outwards, and having those two match so that we're kind of like in alignment with ourselves. You know, if I'm feeling sad and upset, is there really value in me putting up a fake smile, maybe, so that the people around me feel better, and then I can process in other ways on my own? But I really, really see the value in like breaking a pattern and getting ourselves out of certain states or moods, or just a humor you're stuck in, kind of, or feeling stuck in. How do you process your emotion? Do you kind of like go there, cry a bunch if you need to do that, and then kind of turn to laughter? Or do you just go straight to like, can I see the humor in this? Can I have enough distance with my experience right now to see the comedy in it? How do you juggle those two?
I know. I feel quite blessed that I haven't really had too much trauma to deal with, like bad stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't cry very often, but when I do, I feel like I did some breathwork stuff, and I cried during that. So a lot of my crying is related to my breath. I don't know. I think I was brought up a very positive person. I had a very stable upbringing, and I haven't had to really think about that too much, releasing that way. But there are people out there that do need tools, and I can offer laughing as one of them tools, but I know it's not for everyone, and people need to cry, people need to laugh, people need to do art, like people need to write songs. Like there's so many different ways you can do it, and all I can do is put myself, like my experiences out to help people. If people want to help write a song together, I could help them write a song, and it would be a release of their what it might be what they need. They might need just a paintbrush to let it out, like
exactly.
Laughing is just one of the ways. Yeah. So yeah, when I went into it, I was like, oh, laughing is the cure for everything. Like everyone needs to laugh, but not everyone wants to laugh, and not everyone needs to laugh at this precise time.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm open to that, and like we're all different. But, yeah, but if you can raise a smile for your fellow man, if you can laugh for a minute a day, you'll feel better for it.
It is empowering. It's also a reminder of resonance, it was in resonance with you, and it's kind of like a gift you bring forth, that gift of laughter that is like probably one of the most powerful tools to like switch energy just like that. Like if you can laugh through anything, that's like automatic, like spontaneous transmutation of the energy, just like that. It's so powerful.
Yeah,
but
laughing it's a happy breath. That's some of that when I was learning. Yeah, someone called it a happy breath. So it's happy breathing. So if you breathe with a smile, it's like a happy breath. Your body is born to do that. So yeah.
So some people have these gifts within them, but they don't share them. What have you learned about sharing your gift, and what can you say to inspire others that have a gift in their heart and their soul that is being held back, what because of their job or time or whatever it may be?
Yeah, it's funny. I've been grappling with this a lot through the COVID thing, because everything was put on hold. It's like, wow, the universe is telling me to stop laughing. It's telling me to stop singing. But actually just diverted me. It gave me a time to think about it a bit more. So what I've been thinking recently is, it's funny you asked this, because I have been thinking about this a lot, is what I tend to do is plant lots of seeds. So like the Fringe Festival thing, I'm going to plant that as a seed. Like I haven't worked on it fully because it's not here yet. I'm going to plant it. I'm going to apply for it. If it happens, then the universe is going to help me happen. With the music, I write songs, I'll record them, and I'll bring them together and I'll put it out there. And if something happens with it, it happens with it. I'm not going to spend time worrying about, oh, I've only had 10 people listen to it. Like there's so many people making music out there. They might be the 10 right people to listen to it. That's the way I look at it. So just plant lots of seeds. Like if you have an idea, ask Derek, like, is this a good idea? Like, should I like I do that all the time. I send emails to people. I'm like, Derek, I think I might start doing a podcast about mental health. And he might come back and say, that's a great idea. Or he might be like, well, come on my podcast. And I'm like, oh, that's the easy way out, right? I'm going to just go on Derek's podcast. And that's what I need to do at the moment. And yeah, I tend to do that. I put sparks out there, and if they ignite and turn into fire, then they do that. And if not, there's another spark. So yeah. If you've got an itching inside you, you need to vocalize it, write it down, tell someone, and then see where it goes. Yeah.
And I think an important piece of that is to share it as well. If it's just one person or on your social, I think you have to share it as well.
Yeah, put it on the Facebook page. Just put a post, say like, I'm thinking about doing this, and like people post it all the time, right? Yeah, I'm having a great day at work. Right? Post something like that. Like 3 people might read it, and 1 person might give you a tick. And that might be enough for you to go, okay, I'm going to start writing my first page of the book to see where this takes me. But that's funny. Yeah. So yeah, when I wrote that thing about the podcast to you, Derek, I wrote it to someone else on a Facebook. I was like, I'm going to put this out to the universe. And I said, the next person that comments on a picture, I'm going to ask them the question, should I do this as a podcast? So I wrote to this guy. He's called Eric Magnifico. Have you heard of this guy? Yeah. So he's living in Hawaii, and he emails me back and says, Tim, I need to talk to you because I am actually doing that podcast. He's doing a podcast about joy and what gives people joy and helps manifest dreams and things like this. And he's like, I'm not sure about this podcast thing, but I did think you should write a children's book. Right? And I about 5-6 years ago, I started writing a child's book, but it was an accompaniment to a song. It's not yellow, it's jello. It's not blue, it's my shoe. And it was very like, it didn't really make much sense at the time. But he's like, you need to write a children's book for laughing yoga. So like, and that way the children can do laughing with their parents at bedtime, and they'll go to bed a lot happier. So like this sparks start flying in my head. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do it. And I actually wrote it in a day. I was like at my computer the next day, I was like, I've got to write this book, and like it just came out of me, and I've sent it off to him, and he's going to help me pull it together. Well, he might not help me put it together, but we've taken that step to put it out there. So yeah.
Beautiful. You mentioned you've been doing a lot of spiritual work these last few years. Give us a little glimpse of what that looks like and what it means to you.
Did I say that? I think this is my spiritual work. I think, yeah, getting it out there, doing the creative stuff, trying different health modalities. I think accepting the future, accepting where I am. I think, yeah, it's all spirit. I don't know, I haven't been going to church or anything, but yeah, just finding myself for who I like, an authentic version of myself. So yeah, I stopped drinking alcohol on the summer equinox, so I'm doing the sober thing to find out who I am, because as an English guy, you start drinking at 16, 17, and you have a beer a day, right? So summer equinox came, and I was like, well, there's all these people doing the sober thing. I'm going to try this. And 4.5 months later, I'm like, this feels good. I can do this. And this is who I am. And is this different to who I was 4 months ago? Yeah, just trying to spiritually go through that. Yeah.
That's very cool.
Mm-hmm. Very amazing. We're getting towards our end, Tim. How about we play that Ripples in Time, and then we'll close with a final question.
Great. Should we do that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll find my axe. Oh.
You are frozen in time for us right now, Tim.
Yeah, the ripples. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm. What's your favorite way to laugh, Bianca?
My favorite way to laugh?
Yeah.
I don't plan it. I laugh when I'm like super uncomfortable.
Okay.
Like when I was in Mexico and I was rafting in very cold water, I couldn't stop laughing because it was so uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that.
What are my favorite ways to laugh? I love comedy.
Like watching some people say jokes.
Yeah.
That one doesn't work with me because I don't understand all of the jokes.
Okay.
I understand maybe 1 out of 50 jokes.
Yeah, maybe that's not my top way. What is I think my top way of
maybe it works for you. I personally often don't get the jokes.
Yeah. I think my favorite way to laugh is just in conversation with people and just kind of the human interaction, dynamic with that.
Yeah, what makes me laugh a lot is actually the ridiculous things humans do, like, you know, when you fall, or like when you do something super embarrassing and you just have no choice but to laugh because, well, this is what's happening, so what are we gonna do about it?
Mm-hmm. I like how Tim talked about his daughter laughing when she gets hurt. I'm gonna try that.
I did that, and well, that's the thing. I feel like laughter, this is where my brain is like asking questions, because laughter is such a natural tendency. Kids do it all the time. I had fights with my siblings when I was young because we would fight and my brother would keep laughing, and he would laugh so much, and the harder that I punched him, the harder he would laugh until somebody cries. It was totally like that. Or like somebody stumping their toe and I can't stop laughing.
I'm back.
We're back.
Welcome back. We were just talking about our favorite ways of laughter.
Oh yeah, what are they?
Bianca's favorite way of laughing.
Pretty much when people do human things that I find ridiculous, like if you fall or you do something that is considered embarrassing, or yeah, the things you don't really plan.
Oh yeah. So one of the things you can work on is a fake trip. Do a fake trip.
Oh, okay.
If you do that when
create the trigger for my own laughter,
yeah,
and give myself that experience.
How do you do that?
So like if you're walking with friends, like you kind of catch your heel on your other heel, catch your foot on your other heel, and it looks like you're tripping. And you go, like that, and you fall forwards, and everyone starts laughing, and then you're like, I got you.
Yeah, that's a good one. I'm gonna try that next time in the grocery store.
Or walking into posts, like walk into a post and put your hand out just before you're about to hit it, and make a slapping noise and go, oh, like that.
These are things I all experience. Like I know specifically when this happened, and they are real life experiences, and they are very funny. I agree. So yeah, it's a good reminder. You can generate it.
And I think my favorite way of laughter is through storytelling, whether that sharing stories or listening to others share theirs.
Yeah. Okay. And that's why you do this. So it makes you happier, hey?
Yeah, it definitely makes me happier. And these conversations that started during COVID helped uplift my spirit, and I think it helped lift many others, people listening in, people being interviewed, and it's something I'm really proud of. I'm happy to have you back on here, and let's close this with your song Ripples in Time.
Yeah, thanks for letting me play this. I'm gonna put my love glasses on.
Yes.
I'm gonna ruin the matrix. Let's put hair all over the place. See?
Yeah.
Ruin the matrix.
That's
Have I got any more props? No. Okay. So we'll get all serious. Ooh. Oh, okay. Delete that. We'll get serious.
Okay. All right.
1, 2, 3. We're all ripples inside, no matter how hard we try. A new moon rising, we're all ripples inside. We're all ripples inside, no matter how hard we try. A new moon rising, we're all ripples inside. We can love, we can hate, we can learn, we make mistakes, we can sin, we can sigh, we can fall, we can rise. We're all ripples inside, no matter how hard we try. A new moon rising, we're all ripples inside. We're all ripples inside, no matter how hard we try. can steal, we can hurt, and we can heal. We're all ripples inside, no matter how hard we try. A new moon rising, we're ripples inside. We're all ripples inside, no matter how hard we try. A new moon rising, we're ripples inside. Ripples in time, ripples inside. We're all ripples in time, ripples inside, ripples in time. We're all ripples inside.
So nice.
Oh, thank you for letting me play that song.
Thank you for sharing.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing that song and all your energy and good vibrations on this call.
Oh,
We closed last episode with a visit from your 85-year-old self, Tim Barlow, who encouraged you to do more things. What does the current day Tim Barlow, what advice does he have for the world?
for the world.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say for himself.
Okay, well, how about for himself and
I
then
guess,
for the world?
yeah. Tim, you are the world. You are the universe. Keep going. Just spread peace, love, happiness, and joy, and you'll get exactly where you need to go. Yeah. And talk to Derek a lot.
Well, it's been a blessing. For people wanting to connect with you, they can connect with you on Instagram at Laughing Lying Therapy, or your musical one at Barefoot Tim. You're doing more and more seminars, and I couldn't recommend those enough. Whether you're a senior citizen, whether you're a company looking to uplift the workforce, or anywhere in between that spectrum, you have so much to offer, Tim, and I can't wait for your next offering and coming to visit you at the Fringe Festival as a part of your Laughing Yoga musical there, or maybe even being a part of it.
Let's hope it. So they have a lottery thing. I don't know if you know about the Fringe. So you have to enter the lottery to get into it. So if the universe decides, the universe decides. So need lots of positive vibes for lots of laughing at the Fringe Festival. Yeah. Put the sparks out there. Yeah.
Well, we're sending them your way, and we close all episodes with the closing
Fist bump.
fist bump. We'll bring it all in together.
So we have to laugh as we do it, right? Yee-haw.
Oh. Oh. Blessings to you, Tim, and all the positive vibes your way. And may the positive vibes get that lottery ticket picked for you for the
Let's
Fringe
hope, man. The Charlie Chocolate golden ticket. Here it comes. Yes.
On your way. It's in progress.
It's there, man. It's already there. Yes.
Much love to you. And we'll see you soon.
You too, guys. It was lovely to meet you.
Okay.
Bye.